How do we relearn our soft skills, communication, comprehension, teamwork, all of those things? Like how do we relearn that? Um, but some tips for entry level work from my people who are looking for entry level work. You're gonna have to put in some work. I know. I know. I know. Hi Leonard. Thanks for or I think I'm pronouncing it right. Leonard, yes. Thanks for joining the live. I'm doing YouTube and I'm doing TikTok. We're talking about the job market and what entry level people can do to jump back into the workforce. So, join workshops that teach. Okay, let's see. So I saw a notification. I was like, what's going on? Okay, join workshops that teach soft skills, including adaptability, collaboration, communication, and digital professionalism. It is important to know those things. You know why it's important? You want to know why? You ever been in a situation where somebody made you feel uncomfortable? In work, out of work? Have you ever been in a situation where somebody made you feel like, oh, they rubbed me the wrong way? You don't want to be that person that rubs somebody the wrong way. You don't want to be that person that rubs somebody the wrong way. So you want to be professional at all times. You want to sense what people are thinking. And you don't want to take things personally. I know people that love to take things personally and then they're just like, huh. You don't want to be that person. You want to be able to approach people and talk with people and they say like, "Oh, that was very enjoyable. I like talking to that person. That person gave me energy. I want to work with that person again." You want to be that person because any given sign that you just rub people the wrong way, you out. Like it's right. Like they're not even gonna think twice. They're not gonna be like, "Oh, well maybe she'll be better, or he'll be better. He'll like calm down or whatever." Like no, they not. If they have an assumption about you, if they are perceiving something a certain way, you will not get hired. That's just reality. I've seen this happen. You also want to build transferable skills, which I want to do another video on this, and I feel like I need to be writing this stuff down. So I want to do a video on transferable skills, little skills, and then what else did I say? Jobs AI replacing, and then how do we learn soft skills? Because there's one that I'm about to start doing with soft skills. I'm about to do a leadership workshop, and I want to do a storytelling workshop, even though my friends think I don't need to do a storytelling workshop. I need to do one because I did a pitch. That was the other one, how my pitch went. But if I didn't do that video on TikTok, I'm going to redo it today. But, um, but I'm personally doing a storytelling workshop for myself because I need to learn how to tell my story without one, getting emotional, and two, staying on track on why I got into this, what did I do or build or whatever, and how does this help other people. It is very hard for me to like do that when I'm like tapping into the emotion part of the why, and then everything else is out the window. But that's just personally. So back to this. You want to build transferable skills that will be beneficial for different industries. This is really big, and I would highly, 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 highly suggest that you run it through AI. And how you don't want to do this is, I used to be I'm trying to think of a job, a retail manager, and now I want to be a UX designer. What are my transferable skills? You don't want to do that. What you want to do is, depending on how you like to talk or communicate, either write down everything. I got hired as this. This is what I do on my day to day. This is what they pay me for, but this is actually what I do. You want to write down everything. These are the things that I love doing. These are the things that I hate doing. These are the things. This is how I prepare to do the things that I've done. Write down, or verbalize all of that. I am a talker, so I have to record a video, then get the transcript of that video, and then upload it to AI. I'm awkward. It is what it is. If you got to type it out or write it out. Everything that you do, every single thing, and how you prep, and the things that you do that don't nobody know that you're doing. Do all of that, write it down, and say, I am this, I want to be this, based on everything that I tell you. What are my transferable skills? And AI will tell you. It will happily tell you. So you want to make sure that you highlight those things, because this is especially for my career transitioners, my people who studied one thing, but you can't get a job in where you studied at, so you're trying to get another thing. You want to make sure you highlight those transferable skills. And then also seek train to hire programs. If you are entry level, if you are brand new to it, you need to not just seek out the training that does training, seek out the ones that have apprenticeships. There's some that have internships. IC Stars has an internship. Technically, um, you do the internship and then you no longer work for them. You just become like a resident and then alumni, and then you have to find other work. There are other programs where they will train you and they actually have a business behind it, and then you get hired into their business. So you don't have to. It's a smooth transition from I learned these things, and now I'm still working with the same people, but now I'm doing those things. You wanna seek those programs where they will pay you to train, and then you'll work for them, because that is how you gain that experience. Because a lot of companies say, what, you need to have 2 to 3 years of experience and blah 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 blah. Doing these programs will help you gain that experience. If you don't, oh, and the key to that is those programs build relationships with employers. This is the battle that's happening right now in the workforce development industry that I am trying to wrap my head around. Not only is it hard for individuals to get jobs, it is even harder as a training program to get my group of people to get hired into an employer. Because what they do is, as a workforce development center, I would go out to Target, Walmart, not me as an individual, as an organization, will go out to Walmart, Target, Accenture, ThoughtWorks, whoever, will go to them and say, hey, like, don't you want to help the community? Don't you want to get, help more people get jobs, blah, 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 whatever. I built that relationship with them, and they're like, yeah, we'll take 2 or 3 of your people. That's how that works. It is harder. When I say these workforce organizations are like, please just look at the resumes. Please just look at our organization. Please see us. Like, it is getting harder and harder and harder. One employer even said, you got to pay me to look at your people. You have to pay me to look at your resumes. I was shocked when I heard that story. That is how messed up it is right now. So you want to make sure that you're networking and you're getting into programs where they already did the work for you in terms of having relationships with those employers. But you don't want to just rely on that, because it is becoming extremely hard right now. Like right now, there's talks in Chicago about 20,000 jobs of being available. There's whispers of it being available. Where are these jobs? No clue. No idea. None. Nobody knows. Nobody. But there's whispers of it happening. So it's getting more difficult. But there are more of us who are on the ground. Like from the work that I do now, working with all these nonprofits, seeing what people are doing on the ground. Like there are way more people than you think working extremely hard to get people employed, to get these programs out here, to get these programs resources. It's happening. We just got to start letting people know that it's happening. So yes. So then this is for my employment service centers, because I service both. I service people who are looking for work, and I also serve the nonprofits who are putting people into work. And what we need to do as a employment service center is we need to do more integrated personalized training paths. There's a disconnect between the skills that people have applying for jobs and the skills that's required for the job. There's a disconnect. So if you are seeking a job, you again go to my handy dandy AI tool and you put in there, which I need to do templates. AI prompt templates. And one of them is going to be my transferable skills. And I'm going to put the questions that you need to like fill the blank in. And then the second one was personalized training path. Skills path. And then to get to desired career. Sorry, that's how my brain works. As soon as I think it, I gotta write it down because I'm gonna forget it. But where I left off at is use AI and say, hey, this is the job that I have right now. These are the skills that I have right now. This is what I do in my day to day. This is what I do. Period. This is my experience. This is what I've done in the past. This is what I enjoy. This is what I don't enjoy. This is the job that I'm trying to get to. I saw this job, or you could pick a job application, a job listing. This is the type of job, this title, and this description of the job. This is what I'm trying to do for 3 companies. Pick 3 companies. And it doesn't even have to be, like, you could find one job listing for one company and be like, oh, I would like to do this for Google, Amazon, and Facebook. And put into AI with my skill set and history and this job description and these companies, what can you recommend as my training path to learn the skills that I need to learn and get the certifications that I need to get to this job? Run that through AI, see what you get, and go do it. There's a lot of different training programs out there. Some of them are free, some of them are paid. You can go to Coursera or Skillshare, or there's another one I can't even think of off the top of my head. But then there's also free opportunities, so just be aware of that. But for coming from a center standpoint, we need to build out personalized paths. We need to find a way to digitalize that, because it's impossible to have 25 different interns or students in the class and do 25 different personalized training paths. But if we could build a solution, which, let me write that down, a automated solution for personalized training paths. So there is one that I love. I love, 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 love. It was a open source website. It is an AI tool. I love it though, because it you can type in I want this job, and it gives you literally everything. It's like, okay, these are the core things, and if you want to specialize, it branches out into all the different things that it specializes in, or you can specialize in. It is really, 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 really good. But I can't think of the name of that website, but I love it. I think it's either like, it's something with an R, like either something. I gotta find it. But also, as a center, as a workforce development center or an employment service center, you also want to add a soft skills focus. We have to ain't no choice. We need to add them, because somebody could be great with the skills, the hard skills. They could be awesome. They could be building things left and right every single day. If they ain't got them, if they upset somebody or rub somebody the wrong way, they're not gonna make it far. They might make it in 1 or 2 places, but they ain't gonna make it far. And then another thing that needs to be done from a center standpoint is create career pathway clarity. I think a lot of people, when they think of tech, they think of development, and there's so many different pathways that you can go on. And I think people need to take the time to kind of explore what that looks like. What do you gravitate towards? What do your skills gravitate towards? Because for me, my skills, technically, I have been trained in quality engineering. That is what I was trained in. I did it for about 7 to 8 years. Like, that was my thing. Now what I do is like completely different. It's program management. It's anal- being an analyst, being a strategist. I don't know. Like, I'm in this new box. So a lot more organizations need to be a lot more clear about the careers that you can take and the pathways that you can take to those careers. So this is where I come in. Promo time. So this is where Geek and Power comes in. So I am a tech and program management consultant. That is what I do. I help mission-driven organizations bridge the, bridge the tech gap and create impactful programs that truly connects within your community. So nonprofits usually struggle with a lot of their technical aspects, their CRMs, their websites, their learning management systems, those type of things, and they struggle with their programs. Their programs are outdated. Their programs are outdated. Their programs are outdated. And they're teaching things that makes a huge disconnect when they're trying to get these people placed into jobs. So it hinders their impact. So as a nonprofit tech and program empowerment consultant, I bridge these gaps by implementing effective tech solutions, designing engaging workshops, and creating resources that truly helps you connect with the community that you are trying to reach and change. So people can find me on geekempower.com. I change that website every 2 seconds, so I would rather give people my email, ehi@geekempower.com. You can also just, my TikTok people, you can DM me and say, I'm seeking this job, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. I am doing pop up workshops in Chicago. I'm trying to find people to sponsor it. But summertime is coming. We could be outside. We're going to start talking through, like, what are these skills that we need to learn, and where are these places that we need to go. I also need to do a networking video. And let's get to work. Let's work together and create something great. Oh, great. I did it. I did it. So, YouTube, this is probably be a part 2 or 3. I have no clue how long this video is. Um, on either aspect, it's probably an hour long that I'm looking at both things. But YouTube, this is going to be a 2 or 3 parter. TikTok, y'all caught me live. I think I'm going to do this again. I need people to let me know if I should do this again. Even though I think everybody's like off right now. But, alright. Checking out. Bye, everybody.